Tepu, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Haru Nefer. This is Kisakma Keparu with another video for you. And in this video, I want to talk about how you have to see things as an opportunity versus an obstacle or a challenge. But before I do that, I want you to hit the like button on this video. And if this is your first time to my channel, hit the subscribe button to get notifications of when I go live and when I upload recorded videos. And we do have free ebooks. You can click on the links below, download the ebook, start reading today. And those ebooks expand more on my spiritual teachings and wisdom. Lastly, if you're not already a supporter of ours on Patreon, please consider doing so. You can be a supporter for as little as $1, $5, $20 per month. It's up to you. You can cancel anytime, and you get exclusive access to instructional videos on the esoteric. Last but not least, share this video with family and friends so we can get the revolution started. Now, language is very important, how we use that in everyday, mundane life. Language actually works as a command to the subconscious mind. And unfortunately, the way we structure our sentences, our paragraphs, our communication in day-to-day life betrays who we really are, which is we're divine beings, we're gods. God man, God woman. And this is such an important subject that they've actually created an entire field around this called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, because they understand the importance of language patterns and how they command the subconscious mind, but they stop short there. What actually happens is not only do they command the subconscious mind to get you to act in certain ways, but we know that it actually manifests a reality for you to experience. Yeah. So let's take, for example, I used to get a little bit frustrated when things didn't go my way. You know, maybe, I mean, I'm sure you've had that experience. You're walking to the department store, or maybe somebody's rude to you there, or, you know, a family member is rude or something happens that really upsets your person. That's very key to say that, because we differentiate between your true self, which is the spirit, and the person, which is the physical being. So anyway, instead of seeing those things as obstacles and challenges and obstructions, by the way, those are governed by the goddess Sekert. She governs cycles, obstructions, because if you encounter an obstruction, it could be due to the fact that it's not the right cycle for you to be performing that particular task or function. So it's important that you have the right language when you're communicating with others and to yourself. And that right language is, this is not a challenge, it's an opportunity. I see it as an opportunity, because you have to understand the situation is within your control, and you can flip the script, because you are manifesting this reality you see all around you. You see, all of this I'm manifesting. And I don't realize it because it's on autopilot. So if I approach this from the perspective of, oh, that's a challenge, that's an obstruction, so-and-so is being difficult, why did they say that? Then what you are literally doing is commanding the spirit to give you more situations and scenarios like that. And you'll be caught in this loop where you ever have people who are just very negative on life, or they're always having these bad experiences. It's like, dude, you're always arguing with people. What's going on? This is because they've adopted a belief system, a BS, where they see the world as an objective reality, one that is opposed to them. In reality, you're having a subjective experience, and this reality is one of your creation, and it's one of an infinite number of realities that you can experience if you know how to use the right language patterns. So when something doesn't go my way, and this is part of the technique I call as going dark, what I do is I just simply say, hey, this is an opportunity. And then that indicates to my subconscious mind to flip the script to manifest a positive outcome. So what looks like a negative thing actually will be for my benefit. And actually the great Chinese oracle, the I-ching, speaks about this, where you may see someone as a foe, as opposing you as an enemy, but they're really there to help you, and you don't even recognize that. And we know a lot of people go through life and that happens to them. So I want you to start looking at things that may not work out to your favor and say, well, actually, this is an opportunity. And going dark means not considering a negative outcome, not being open to that possibility, because when you start doing that, then the subconscious mind stops manifesting these so-called obstructions and challenges, and only sends you opportunities. I mean, for example, you apply to a college and you get denied. That's an opportunity. You could go to a better college. You know, maybe that's trying to tell you you're not setting your goals high enough. You go for this ideal job and you don't get the job. Come to find out later on that everybody at the job is unhappy and that they didn't really give you the scoop on what's going on there. So you're lucky that you didn't get that job. But I want you to really start looking at the language patterns, and that's what we call them in NLP. We call them in the Kemetic philosophy, spiritual system, we actually name that conditionings because it creates a conditioned pattern of behavior. So remember, and that's really the problem that we're having with the modern day psychology, especially when it comes to NLP, is that they're trying to gain legitimacy. And because they're trying to gain legitimacy, they have to stop short. So they have to say, language patterns command the spirit or command the subconscious mind, which then controls your behavior. But that's not true. It does control your behavior, but more importantly is it gets you to manifest a reality. And this is how the ruling elite, the oligarchy, the Illuminati, however you want to call them, get you to manifest their reality. They send you, if you look around you, all kinds of subliminal messages in the forms of, you know, it looks like, you know, like corporate logos and all these colors and stuff. But really, those things there are actually sending a message or frequency to your spirit, and that's getting you to manifest something that's along the lines of what they want and not what you want. So you've got to learn to cut that off, you know? But let's go back to the opportunity. I want you to see everything that happens in your life that you formerly or used to call a challenge or an obstruction as an opportunity. And I want you to watch how things start to turn around in your favor. This is Kasank Ma Keparu, son of Ma and Tahuti. My aunt is the beautiful goddess Hedaru. Until my next video, I'm in Ra.